The world of Kingdom Death is a nightmarish hellscape heavily inspired by Kentaro Miura's Berserk. It's full of dark, evocative imagery, and just like its inspiration, the macabre can be just as beautiful as it is grotesque. There's also a cooking contest of sorts for it right now, and that's what this video is about. The contest itself is straightforward. Recreate any one of these cooking recipes in real life, then snap a picture of it. Obviously, I ended up going with the braised shark tongue. I felt like I could make a fairly convincing rendition of the image, plus the Sunstalker is one of my favorite quarries to go up against. Acquiring shark tongue is probably very illegal and expensive, so I'll be using a substitute of beef tongue instead. I purchased it and pretty much everything else I needed from Donkey, which is a popular Japanese grocer here.
Oh my god, it's Miku.
Hatsune Miku, Hatsune Miku.
Meat. Wait a minute, what the hell's going on here?
The first thing we'll do is oil up some garlic to be roasted in the oven. This will be used for the funky green paste on top of the dish. The recipe specifies to use a bugfish for stock. A bugfish sounds like a shrimp to me, but I'm allergic to shellfish. I'm also too broke to be cooking something I can't eat, which is why I'm going with a sukiyaki style broth. I'm using a pre-made bottle of sauce today. If you're having trouble finding it, or you'd like to make it yourself, it's just equal parts mirin and soy sauce with some brown sugar. The brand that I'm using is a bit salty, which is why I'm thinning it with some water here. I also threw in the upper half of the scallions I had, along with my chopped tofu. While this is simmering and soaking up flavor, let's go prepare the beef tongue. Beef tongue is a very tender cut of meat, but it's thin and easy to overcook. I'll blowtorch the surface of the cuts for some color, and set them aside for now. We'll finish cooking them in the broth when we're ready to eat. Now for my secret ingredient. As a joke, my brother bought this matcha flavored green curry from Japan a while ago. It's probably not going to pair well with the dish, but it should give my garlic the color I need. Speaking of which, here's what they look like. They're perfect on some toast or mashed potatoes. We'll combine it later with this radioactive sludge that I have to microwave. All that's left now is to plate up and give it a taste. Arrange the beef tongue like a flower with the roasted garlic in the middle. Spoon over a generous amount of green curry on top, and garnish with our remaining scallions. A thin layer of our broth goes all over the meat, with an optional shake of chili powder.
I'm very hungry.
The matcha flavor is surprisingly mild and didn't trigger my gag reflex, so that's a win in my books. I did overcook the smaller pieces of beef tongue, but the larger ones were still pretty succulent and tasty. Overall, the dish could use some acidity and doesn't really have any cohesion. The best part of this meal was when I ate the leftover broth with some noodles off camera. I didn't hate it, but the meat would be much better off grilled with like a squeeze of lemon on the side. Thank you for watching. Dislike the video if you hated it, unsubscribe for less, and I'll see you boys and girls next month.